Hello, and welcome back to the Hot Action Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Kerr, and we're going to be talking about the UFL this week. I got tired of waiting for NFL football to come back, and I realized that if I was so hungry for NFL football, I could take the next best thing. There is professional football starting tomorrow, and you can gamble on anything that moves. So we are going to be gambling on the UFL. We're going to be talking about a little bit about how gambling math works and using a bet calculator a little bit. But before that, I'd just like to update everyone on my bracket challenge. We did a little bit of a free roll. We got a free bet on a bracket challenge. If I can get into one of the top positions, we can make money. Unfortunately, I am right outside right now. I'm currently ranked 8,140th out of God knows how many people. But to win, I need to get into the top 5,000. Maybe that's possible with the amount of games remaining. It is currently the afternoon of the 29th, so there's still a decent amount left here in the bracket challenge. And we currently have 550 points. The absolute top people are in the 650, 660, 700 range. Number one is 700, so I'm quite a bit behind these guys. But, I am just outside of making money. And, when the bets are free, if you make money, you really love that. All right. Enough basketball talk. We are here to learn about football. We are going to take a look at the UFL championship odds. And we're going to talk about how, American odds work a little bit. So, we're going to take a look at the top rated, most likely team to win the championship. It's the Birmingham Stallions. They are plus 400. And I use this terminology a lot on the channel because it is kind of the most common terminology when you're betting sports in America. We use the plus and minus American odds system. And it can be a little bit difficult because they're not exactly intuitive for a lot of people. I actually think that, the reason bookmakers in America use them is that they're not intuitive and they kind of obscure the bet that you might even be making unless you are familiar with them. So I suggest if you're not familiar, you take a look at something like this bet calculator here. I will put the link in the description of this video for this bet calculator. I think it's kind of a useful tool, potentially. I like it because it shows you the implied odds, which I don't necessarily think are easy to figure out based on the American odds. So, with the Birmingham Stallions, they are plus 400. We're going to put that into the old bet calculator. Currently, we've got a plus 100 in here. So, we're going to put 400. Plus 400. The decimal odds for a plus 400 bet are a 5. The fractional odds are 4 over 1. And the implied probability is 20%. That means a $25 bet gets you 100 for the total payout of 125. Let's put in $100 because that's a nice simple number. That means, all the bets in American odds are meant to represent a $100 bet and how they and the return a $100 bet would give you. So I'll explain that in a second here. But with the 400 plus 400, as an example, the $100 gets you 400, and you get the amount you bet plus the winnings, which would be 400, which totals $500. So you would return a $500, payout. So a plus number means you get the 100 plus the, excess winnings for a total, add those up and you get the total. And, those odds are applied to any number that you choose to bet. And a minus number is how much money you would need to bet to get $100. So let's imagine it was a minus 400. Then a $100 bet would only get you $25. But then if we bet $400, you return 100, right? Like minus 400 means you have to bet 400 to win 100. The total payout would be 500. And the implied probability for a bet like that would be 80%. Minus 400 is fairly likely. I hope that all made sense. Going forward, we're going to take a look quickly at this San Antonio Brahmas team. They are the least likely team to win the UFL championship. Everything here is plus odds because, no one's played a game yet. And, even the Birmingham Stallions at plus 400, what were the odds there? The odds are 20%. It's not like a crazy high number. But, we're going to look here at the Brahmas, plus 1,200. The implied probability is, 7.69%. Pretty low. But, none of these are crazy likely, so we're not seeing any negative odds on this one. And yeah, for the purposes of today, we are going to make both those bets. So we're going to bet on the Stallions plus 400 and the Brahmas plus 1,200. Unfortunately, with my browser, I cannot bet on my desktop, but I will put these bets in. Both of the bets are going to be 24 cents. I'm going to use 24 cents as my unit size going forward because I have 24 subscribers currently, and I'm going to bet a penny for every subscriber I have as my unit size until that number changes, or I am unable to afford betting in my Bet365 account anymore. For those of you watching at home, I currently have $337.25 in the account. So, yeah, we will be able to follow my results as time goes on, and I will update you on how that goes. And then, so after that, we've got lines. This weekend, we got 4 games. Got the Stallions and the Renegades. We took the Stallions to win the championship. We took the Brahmas to win the championship. We got the most likely team and the least likely team. So this is a kind of a marquee matchup. Season opener. We got the Stallions and the Renegades. Both these teams won their respective championships last year. The Stallions are coming off 2 straight championships. So I'm going to be taking the Stallions minus 205. We're going to take a quick look at the bet calculator so we fully understand how things work here. We're going to go minus 205. That means they are 70% likely to win on the money line. And a $100 bet would get you 49 cents, and a 24-cent bet would pay out 35. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be betting on the Stallions to cover. We're taking the favorites. We are going to also bet on the next game here. We got St. Louis Battlehawks versus Michigan Panthers. I'll be taking the Panthers just for fun. We're going money line. Or you know what? I'll take the Panthers against the spread. Panthers +7. That seems like a decent value there. You like a nice big spread like that. Then we've got the DC Defenders and the Brahmas. We took the Brahmas to win the championship, but they are not a very likely team. We'll be taking the Brahmas with the 6.5 point spread again. And then Memphis Showboats versus Houston Roughnecks. I will be taking the favorite on the money line here. Houston Roughnecks -125. And yeah, all those bets are going to be at 24 cents to represent the number of followers that the old Hot Action podcast has. And we are going to be doing updates on the UFL because I need football. I need football in my life. Can't handle going on without it. We got to support The Rock wherever we can. And yeah, hopefully the bet calculator was instructive. I will link it in the description of this episode. Hopefully we can make some money on that bracket challenge. We're doing pretty good. Yeah, that's it for me this week. And yeah, going forward, I'll be making a lot more bets. Hopefully, making YouTube shorts to show my betting activity with this 24-cent bet size. All right, that's it. Hot Action Podcast out.